This is day 117 of Zohar al Pshat. We're on Daf Yudal on the base, coming to near the end of the Akdam of the Zohar. And then we're going to start from this because it's easy to start from there again. The seventh line down, Bar Mina Simon. B'chol kas delay. We said that all the Ruchos rows are not operative on Shabbos, but there's this slug ruach, in other words, something undifferentiated. As they al shwage, they can transcend the candles of Shabbos, which seem to prevent all other mazikin from having any control on Shabbos. Bitmiro in hiding, the mechme giluya the shimusha, and then they come to see the people who are having the relations out in the open. I don't think necessarily that's the only potential bad direction which exists on Shabbos. I think that's because what the Zohar was speaking about before. But Simon, I think, seems to be an operative ruach ra on Shabbos. Basar itamrun, and after they look to have a negative influence, itamrun, they go hide themselves. Go nukva de toimaraba in the holes of the deep. The Derech Emes explains here, Toch nikbe atom rabba shesh chalonos, their windows, shal klipos chitzonis nistorim sham, where the outer klipos hide, v'sham bekoim, that's their place. I think, in other words, the Pshat is that Shabbos is permeated by Kedusha, and whatever achiza of evil there is something which is then hidden and lays dormant for a time. When the Kedusha goes away, then it can take effect and have a negative impact on the person who had strayed in whichever way they strayed during Shabbos. But you can see this a lot. The Nebuch, unfortunately, all of us came out our Chal Shabbos at some point or another, b'shoigeg on Shabbos, but the Kedusha Shabbos remains. So there is some potential abuse, potential misuse, but hopefully we are able to transcend that and get beyond it, and still need kapara, obviously, because of the bad thing which we did. But overall, Shabbos still has that powerful influence on us. So, Kevin enough Shabbos, when Shabbos passes, okay, so all that evil, it's bursting to get out, right? There was several of its soldiers in armed camps are floating and swimming in the world. So on this we say should be Hinoam Motzo'ei Shabbos. Hinoam the lo yishlatun al amakadisha, that they should not Shir Goyim is Yoshib says Elyon. The one of the many interpretations of that is that it's called Shir Goyim because the letter Zayin does not appear in the entire Yoshib Seiser. Kokli Zayin Alaich Lo Yutzlach, I think there's a lesson like that. And evidently the idea is that the HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to protect us from any type of weapons yielded against us, physical and spiritual. So therefore we say, V'hinoam the lo yishlun amakadisha, that the Mazikin should not have control over us. So an asar mishatei b'ulayla, which place do the Mazikin go at that night on Motzo'ei Shabbos? Kanafki bivhilu, when they come out in a rush, v'chashin shalto ba'alma, and they think they're going to take control of the world, al amakadisha, on the holy nation. Obviously, we just left Shabbos. Chamon l'mitzvos, and they say them davening from in shiras done. They're saying this shira v'nom shirusa mavdalei, and in the beginning of the week, they make Havdalah b'tzleisa in davening, and they make Havdalah on the kos. Parchim mitamon. They gotta go away from there. But as they mishatei, they go and some shatei means to swim, but here means like float around. And they go to the desert. In other words, Motzo'ei Shabbos, there's this idea that because of the way we take leave of Shabbos, that we have a power which continues on into the week and enables us to banish Ra. And of course, it's a Chassidim, I think, where there's Trimas Motzo'ei Shabbos, there's an indication of this. Malav is an indication of this. There's this idea that Shabbos is Nimshach, the Koyach of Shabbos is Nimshach, and that keeps the Mazikin away at least a little bit longer. Um, Rachmana l'sheitzo minayim misitram bishul. Kosh Baruch save us from them and from the sitra achra. I'm Rabbi Seinozal. There's in parentheses, so I guess not supposed to take it out. Those three words. I'm saying that garmin bishul gamar. The three people who cause evil to themselves. Chad, one of them is man like Armei, somebody who curses themselves. It's the concept of tiftach pela satan, right? You're not supposed to curse yourself and say bad things about yourself. Tinan, the second was man the zork nama piruin this because I somebody who tosses bread or crumbs of bread, which are the size of size. Obviously, we know that being mavaz or in that way is a very negative thing. So you saw, and the third thing is man the okit shraga mafka the Shabbos. That's why it's put here. Somebody lights a candle after when Shabbos has already expired. Ad lo matu yisrael the kedusha the sidra. Before Am Yisrael gets to kedusha the sidra, which is about takadosh, which you say after being noam. So this evidently. This is one of the Zohars, which Rabbi Yaakov Emden says contradicts our Gemara, and therefore is a later interpolation and from foreign source. The Derech Emes tries to resolve it and explain why it's there's difference between a shraga and a nura, but and perhaps it's just midas chasidus, etc., etc. But in any event. The Zohar here is saying that I think that was the Nitzutze Zohar. He also deals with it. Anyway, so the idea is that at least according to Simba Pshat Zohar, which whether it contradicts our Gemara or not, which it seems to contradict, but in any event, the first light one's supposed to light seems to be the light of the Havdalah, but should not light candle before that, and because Abdul Nach comes after Takadosh. Presumably, it's talking about specifically if one is one shul at home. One could say it's not talking about at home. Perhaps another way to resolve how it's not contradict our Gemara. But in any event, it's going to not contradict the halacha. But in any event, here it says that, and it goes on some length about this. The garim l'nura the gehenim adlaka behind nura. He goes like Gehenim to light in this candle. Ad lo matiz minayu before when he lights the candle before the time. And the chaduchta eat Gehenim. There's a place in Gehenim. Linkom b'chai Shabbos the people in Chal Shabbos in this world. V'inu danushim beGehenim. Those who are being punished in Gehenim, evidently they get a respite on Shabbos itself. Light in lahu the okinura adlo matazimne, and the respite only comes until people start lighting fires Motzo'ei Shabbos. Once they start lighting fires Motzo'ei Shabbos, I guess at least these Mechalei Shabbos, when they get them, they go back to their punishments. They cause then they go back. There says Tosefes Shabbos to them at the end, and the lighting of the candles brings it to a halt prematurely. Family say, "Ne Hashem taltalcha taltal gever me'akoz kupaskin Yeshaya." Hashem should say it's a curse. Hashem should carry you around like they carry around of a gever who suffers when he's being tossed from place to place. So if it's kadur, it should toss you around like tossing you a ball. Eretz chavas yadayim, to a broad expanse. And evidently a place that's a bad place. Not appropriate to light a candle when Motzo'ei Shabbos. Ad mavli sobet sleisa until Am Yisrael makes Havdalah and davening umavli akasa and on the cup in the zimna Shabbosu, because then until the time it's Shabbos, at least of those people in Gehenna, ukdusha the Shabbos sholit alona, and the kedusha Shabbos still devolves upon them. And we're almost at 10 minutes, so we'll stop here for the night.